Hello everyone. Thank you so much for
Good
joining
afternoon,
in.
everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sure. So hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. Today we have a very interesting session on how to sell effortlessly with inbound marketing. Today we have Deepak with us. He is digital marketing consultant, an entrepreneur and a blogger in himself. So today he's going to share his experiences, how overall digital has really helped in terms of harnessing the entire ecosystem of digital marketing. So today, some of key takeaways of this session could be how to get into the shoes of your customer and then understand their needs, how to develop the funnel through building relationship with your potential customers automatically, how to let your potential customer discover your product and sell effortlessly, right? Also, to give you an overview of the logistics, we have question panel at the right side of the platform. So anybody who have a question can write down on the question panel. We'll take up the question at the end of the session, probably in a chronological order. Also, we'll have 45 minutes of the presentation and 15 minutes of Q&A session at the end. So I'll hand over this session to Deepak. Probably Deepak, please take this session ahead.
Yeah, sure. So good afternoon, everyone, and I hope everyone is able to see my screen, hear my voice. If you have any questions, just put it in the questions tab, and let's get started with the presentation. So today's session is about how to sell effortlessly with inbound marketing, right? So we'll just get started. I am very excited about this. So a short introduction about myself. So this is me, Deepak Kanakaraju. I have around 6 to 7 years of experience in digital marketing. I have had my own blog as an entrepreneur. I have run my own business from 2008 to 2012. And after that, I have had the opportunity to work for some really great brands like Practo, Exotel, Theorem, Instamojo. You may have heard of some of these brands or maybe all of these brands. And I gained a lot of experience in inbound marketing, digital marketing, inside sales, and the overall selling process. And if you want to get connected with me, you can find my Twitter and LinkedIn links at deepak.info. I guess many of you know about me already who are here, and for those of you who don't know about me, just get connected with me. So let's get started, right? So the current state of what is the current state of sales, and we will be talking about some of the myths and misconceptions that are even sometimes true. So what are they? So there are some misconceptions, and in some cases, people think that selling is not really easy. Sales people do not love their jobs. That is another misconception. It's hard to make people pay you money. You have to lie to sell sometimes. Some people even have to kind of bend their ethics in some cases to actually make the sale. Indian people do not take out their wallets easily. So this is another misconception that's there. And there is another misconception that you need to create hype to sell. So these myths and misconceptions are sometimes true, but sometimes they are just myths and misconceptions and nothing else to it. But we will be looking at how you need not do that and how you can overcome this. So that's what today's session is going to be about. But before we try to learn something or before we try to actually go somewhere, we just need to know where we are and where we are going, right? So that's what the first two slides is about. So let's see what is the ideal scenario for sales, how sales should actually be, right? So when you are creating a product or service, and whether you are doing it on your own as an entrepreneur, or whether you are actually working in a company in sales and marketing. So most of the companies' energy will be focused on creating great products and services. And then people should actually be able to discover your product, right? and then they should learn about your product and they should start trusting you before they can buy from you. So what next? So they will buy from you because they want or need your product, not because you want them to buy your product. So they will be happy customers and they will be buying again. So this is the ideal scenario for sales, right? Who wants this ideal scenario for sales? So imagine the previous slide where I showed you, where it's actually a little bit difficult to do sales, where in many cases people go to a little bit of extent where they feel that it's very difficult to sell. You have to lie a little bit to start selling. You have to push people to buy your products. But this is the ideal scenario of how sales should be. You should create great products and services, and you should let people discover your product. They should learn about your product and start trusting you. They will buy from you because they want or need your product, and they will be happy customers after they purchase your product, right? So this is where we want to be, and we will be looking at some of the methodologies and examples which will get us to this point. So overall what I am saying is that sales should never be an uphill battle, and what we all want as sales and marketers and as entrepreneurs is sales should be like this, right? It should be just like a water slide from the top to the bottom. It should just glide and it should be very easy. And many of think that this is not really possible. So we all have been exposed to traditional marketing, or marketing and sales people or not. We have at some point in our life we would have seen all these kinds of marketing, right? So there is this door-to-door marketing which people do, right? You may have experienced sales people knock your door and try to sell you some stuff. And there are sales and marketing people, you may have had some experience yourself, or you may know someone who actually had to sell something door to door. So here this is the same process where you are not letting people discover your product, but you are actually pushing some product to someone and trying to sell it to them. Then you would have seen newspaper advertisements, billboards and hoardings, and of course we all have been exposed to TV ads. And more or less traditional marketing is what we don't want to focus on right now. In certain cases, right, in certain cases such as FMCG goods or commodity products, traditional marketing will work to create brand awareness. But when you are talking about high value products, right, or when you are talking about B2B products, traditional marketing will not really work. And in such a situation, in such a challenge, how will you actually go ahead and try to sell something? So that's what we are going to look today, right? So what we are going to do, today's agenda will be understand what is inbound marketing and why inbound marketing is really necessary and why you should start adopting it. We will look at some analogies, very interesting analogies which I have picked up from other great minds, and I will give you some live examples of one business project which I am doing it with my partner and using inbound marketing to sell, and there is another example which is a real estate company who is using inbound marketing to sell in the Indian market, in fact in the Bangalore market, completely inbound marketing, right? So let's go ahead. So I am giving you an analogy to help you understand the entire inbound marketing versus outbound marketing or traditional marketing process. And this example has been very well received wherever I go, and this example I have picked up from someone else. And let's just imagine that this is a guy, and this guy wants to get a girl, and he wants to get married. And what he is trying to do is that he is trying to say that I am rich, I am looking good, I will keep you happy, I am better than others, and blah blah blah. So he is trying to advertise or market himself, and what he does is that he tries to drive a very beautiful car, he dresses very nicely, he flaunts his wealth, and he grooms himself very well, and he is trying to marry a girl. And the approach that he is following is that I will approach 100 good looking girls and maybe one of them will say okay. So this is the traditional approach of a loser who is trying to get a girl. And here you can see that, no matter how much he tries to advertise and market himself, you can see the biggest problem here that comes is trust. So how will someone trust him? Nobody will be actually be ready to marry him. And even if a girl says, yes, okay, I will marry you because, you are rich, you are looking good, I believe you will keep happy. More often than not, the problem with such a marriage proposal or, such a wife would be that, she would be marrying him just for the money he has. And it may not be because they share something in common. There may not be a real good relationship between them, and the marriage may even fall apart in the future. So this is just a hypothetical situation. You may know someone or you may have seen someone try to follow the similar method to actually try to get some mates in the society. So to just understand the analogy, what is the opposite end of the spectrum? Let's say this guy, this is our inbound marketing guy, and what this guy does is that he goes to a bar or a social place wherever you can meet people socially. He makes eye contact first, and then there are other things that he does, right? He does smile, he makes more eye contact, he tries to initiate a conversation, he says hi, hello, and then he probably tries to get the phone number of this girl. Then he may invite this girl for a coffee or several coffees, or then he will try to follow up with this girl. He will try to set up a dinner date. There will be multiple dinner dates, and then more of all the above. These will keep happening, and then probably after a few months, after he has built a relationship, and after there is some friendship, and after the girl has started trusting him, what will happen is that this guy can propose a marriage, and then that could be a long-lasting marriage. So this is the stark analogy of the previous example that we have seen. And let's see. So this is the inbound marketing funnel. And what I will do here is that I will try to do all the steps that this guy has done, and I will try to fit into inbound marketing funnel. So when you do inbound marketing, whether you sell a product or service, first there has to be discovery of the brand. Somebody has to actually discover your product or service. They have to know that this product exists. And then there is a attraction mechanism where people are actually attracted to your product or service. They learn more about it, and then they decide that they should pay more attention to it. So let's say you find out something interesting and you want to pay more attention to it. First you discover it, you are attracted to it, and then you actually pay attention to it. And then there is a lead generation process. For example, let us consider digital vidya. And if you are interested in getting trained from digital vidya for digital marketing, what you would do is that you may have probably registered for a free webinar or registered for a free brochure, and that's where the lead generation happens. And then there is some trust building part where if you are running a business, you would keep sending follow-up calls and emails. And then there is trust building factor, more of the trust building factor. And then here, instead of the love attraction, what you would have is you would develop a friendship with a person who is likely to buy your product and services because you are actually being helpful, right? And then there will be actually the transaction where they come and purchase your product. That will be the transaction part. And then there will be customer retention. So here you can compare this analogy with how the entire sales happens. And when you look at the previous example that we gave, where this guy tries to market himself and advertise himself, and he just goes and contacts a lot of different people and tries to sell himself, tries to get a girl, and it may not actually happen. And even if it happens, the girl may not be happy because she is getting married for the wrong reasons. So similarly, when you look at the traditional marketing that is happening today, whether it's TV, newspaper, radio ads, you drive down the road, you see a lot of hoardings, and a lot of people are trying to sell you a lot of stuff. Your attention is constantly in demand, and basically this can be analogous to someone trying to sell something upfront without trying to build a relationship with you, right? So this example, it has been well received wherever I go, and this is the only example if you really want to understand inbound marketing. And I hope by now you understood a little bit, what is outbound marketing and inbound marketing, and how you can actually start selling effortlessly with inbound marketing. Now that we have got that cleared, now that we know that inbound marketing is actually more powerful than outbound marketing, and inbound marketing is the natural way to sell, right? So it's the natural way to sell. It's not very artificial. It's not trying to actually persuade someone or actually trying to push someone and asking them to buy, asking them, lying to them to buy, or trying to dissuade them, or trying to be unethical and try to sell. But inbound marketing is more of a natural way to sell, right? So inbound marketing will basically, now that we have seen a lot of steps in inbound marketing, and we have seen an analogy of inbound marketing. Now we will look at some of the different steps in inbound marketing in a more detailed way. And what I will do is that I will also, what I have done is that I have tried to shrink the entire process into 4 steps instead of several steps. So the first step is driving discovery and attention, right? So first someone should actually discover your product and pay attention to your product before you can actually do a lead generation and try to sell to them, try to contact them and sell to them, right? So one of the, so inbound marketing, mostly I will be talking about online digital marketing. So inbound marketing using digital marketing. There are certain cases where inbound marketing is done even offline without the presence of the internet. For example, you go to a mall, you go to an exhibition, you see a new product, and you leave your contact information there, and then they start following up with you and try to sell you the product. That is also some form of inbound marketing. But inbound marketing really became famous with the internet and with the digital marketing, where everyone is using internet to research products and services to discover new products, right? So mostly the entire rest of the presentation will be focused on inbound marketing with digital marketing. So driving discovery and attention, right? So search engine marketing is one of the major ways to drive discovery and attention. And if you are going to Google and trying to search for digital marketing training, what you would find is that you would find a lot of ads, and you will find a lot of organic results which will give you information about digital marketing training that is available in the market, right? So search engine marketing is one major way to drive discovery and attention. Display ads on niche websites, that can be done. Facebook ads can be done. It's very famous right now. Many small businesses and large businesses are using Facebook ads to drive discovery. You would have seen a lot of YouTube ads. 1 out of every 2 internet users use YouTube, and I'm sure that you definitely would have used YouTube and seen a lot of ads running there. So again, this is part of the discovery and attention that is being done. Then there is content marketing with SEO. So content marketing, again, there are lots of different types of content. For example, there is a blog content which you can write articles on your blog, and these articles will start generating inbound traffic from SEO. I will show you a live example of that. And then webinar is also some form of content, right? That is again content marketing. You see that there are a lot of ebooks, and these ebooks, white papers, all these are content marketing which will drive discovery. You can do guest posts on other blogs, and again these guest posts will be posts which you will be posting on others blogs for free content for them, the bloggers, and you will be able to get a backlink from that and drive some traffic. There is something called solo email ads, which is basically writing emails to people, but it's not your list, it's someone else's list, and they will be allowing you to send one email as an ad about you, or they will be sending it themselves, right? So these are all the different discovery and attention methods that is available. But once you get the discovery and attention, what next? Without lead generation, it's not possible, right? And going back to the analogy of this guy trying to meet up with a lot of girls, but he may be making eye contact with let's say 20 different girls, and only 10 of them make eye contact back, and only maybe 3 of them actually smile, and only 1 out of them will actually give him her phone number, right? So this is lead generation part, and again this is part of the funnel where if you look at discovery and attention, let's say 1,000 people look at your ad, and probably 100 people will click on it, and when 100 people click on it, another 50 people will read through your entire landing page, and maybe only 10 out of them will actually leave their name and contact details on your landing page. But these name and contact details is your lead generation. And again, bear with me if you do not understand the entire process right now. I will show you a live example where you will understand the entire process very clearly. So lead generation, right? So lead generation, there is landing pages, there is notification bars. You have website pop-ups. In many websites you would have seen that as soon as you visit the website, there will be a pop-up coming, and which will say that you can download a free ebook, and to download this free ebook you have to leave your name and email ID, right? So that is available. There is sidebars, right? You would have seen that in a lot of blogs there is a way to enter the name and email ID in the sidebar. Of course, there are contact forms, right? You will be visiting a website, you will be leaving the name and email ID in a contact form, they will get back to you. Registration forms, free trial registration. So if you visit a website and if you sign up for the free trial, and again, a free trial registration is form of a lead, right? There is something called co-registrations, which means that basically you partner with someone else, someone who is in the same niche, and every time someone registers for their site, by default they also become a registered user of your site. So that is co-registration. And there is something there is anti-co-registration, where basically you partner with them, and every time someone registers on your site you pass on the lead information to them as well. So this is lead generation part, and next is building relationship and trust. So again, as I said, if you don't understand anything right now, just bear with me. You will understand the entire process much better when I show you some of the live examples of businesses actually using inbound marketing. But until now, I am sure that this is pretty much clear, right? So the first part is driving discovery and attention, and the second part is actually trying to do the lead generation part, where let's say 1,000 people actually pay attention to your ads, email ID or the phone number of at least some of 10 to 50 people, right? So that would be a conversion ratio of 1 to 5%. So next would be building relationship and trust. So once the lead generation has happened, and going back to your analogy, getting the phone number of the girl is the lead generation part, right? And once the lead generation happens, you cannot just leave it like that. The lead will not convert into a customer automatically, and you have to follow up with the lead, you have to call them, you have to give more information, you have to develop a relationship, you have to develop trust. That's when the lead actually becomes a sale, right? So let's see what are the steps involved in building relationship and trust. So one of the basic method is sending follow-up messages. So you keep sending follow-up emails. It could be emails and phone calls, or emails, phone calls and SMS. There is something called drip marketing. I'm sure that many of you would have heard about drip marketing. If not, just search for drip marketing either on Google, or I have a blog where I have written about drip marketing, which I will send to you later. Be useful, send useful content, identify needs or problems, answer their questions, and build trust. So this is the most important part. So the very reason for sending up follow-up emails and trying to be useful, sending useful content, first you have to identify their needs and problems. You have to answer their questions. You could have a forum where you could answer their questions, and you have to build trust with them. And only when you build trust, they will be ready to buy from you, right? And the people who have given their contact details, they are the leads for you, and you should not let the leads go. You should not just leave them at some point in time, right? You should always follow up with them. So these leads, right, let's say you have generated 100 leads through some online marketing campaign. These 100 leads should either say no to your products and services, they should say no, I don't want to hear from you again, or they should actually buy it. So until then you should keep following up, right? So guys here, you should be able to relate to it. So if you got the phone number of a girl, you will keep calling back until the girl says don't call me again, right? You will not just leave it at some point in time. You will actually see that if this is going to work out, and whether this is going to become something serious. So that is the same, more or less the same kind of analogy that you have to use here, the same kind of steps that you have to use here. You have to keep following up with your leads and try to convert them into paying customers, or they will just unsubscribe from your follow-up. If you are like calling them manually, then they will be saying that, I'm not interested in your product anymore, please don't call me again. Or if they are receiving a lot of follow-up emails, then they will be like, I don't want to receive any emails anymore, so please unsubscribe me. So they will be clicking on the unsubscribe button, and once they click on the unsubscribe button, they will just get unsubscribed. Right. So what is the fourth step? Now that you have built some relationship and trust, now that people who have opted in and try to get more information from you, they are like your friends, right? So next, now you really need not, pester them to actually buy your product. Now that you have understood their needs, and once you have understood their needs, the next step is actually to go ahead and present your products and services in a subtle way. So I will show you some examples of how this is happening in inbound marketing case studies. And instead of trying to push your products to them, what you should do is that you should let them discover your products and services. You present it to them because you want to help them, you want them to buy the right products and services, you want the right customers for your products and services, right? Then you have to educate about your product, then you have to remove their objections. So all this will culminate in selling effortlessly, right? And once they actually buy from you, these customers are going to be happy customers, and you can actually upsell, you can sell more stuff to them, and you can retain existing customers and help them solve their problems and achieve their goals. So that is what entrepreneurship is about, right? Entrepreneurship is all about not trying to sell something and make money for yourself or your company. There are certain businesses which focus just on that, and I'm sure that those businesses will eventually fail. But entrepreneurship is always about creating products and services where you will be selling something to someone because they need it, and it solves a problem for them, or it makes their life better. That's what the entire thing is about, right? So I will show you one live example of naveljourney.com. So this is a website which was started by my friend, and he's still running this website. And I basically became a strategy and marketing partner for his website, where I said that I will guide you how you can actually start generating traffic online, how you can find more customers, and let me be a partner for you. So here in naveljourney.com, what we have done is that we basically drive discovery via YouTube, blogs, search engine, and social media. So what I will do right now is that I will just change the screen, and I will try to show it to you live. Just give me a second. So here I am in a new screen, and here I will be, let's go to naveljourney.com. So this is the website, and this website is basically about helping people do their SSB interviews. So if you don't know what SSB interview is basically an exam that you have to clear if you have to join the Indian Armed Forces. And this is a big market, just like IAS coaching. There are a lot of people selling SSB coaching programs to people, and here you can see that the discovery process is basically driven by writing a lot of articles. So in this blog you can see lots of articles which has been published to help SSB aspirants. And here you can see many of these articles get ranked in the search engines. For example, top 10 SSB coaching and training centers in India. You can see that people are searching for this particular keyword, and you can see that there is a top listing here on naveljourney.com. So people come into this site. And also there is a discovery process through YouTube. So inside YouTube we have ssbinterviewtips.com, where we have published a few videos. We don't have much time, so we have not published a lot of videos, but you can see that we have published a few videos, and each of these videos has got very good number of views. You can see 9,000, 16,000, 22,000. So there will be people who are searching for SSB interview tips. Hello. And they will be landing on this particular video, and from here they will be landing on the website as well. So once they land on the website, you can see that there is a pop-up which is appearing, and this pop-up is basically there to collect the name and email ID. And here we are giving away 10 tips to crack the SSB interview, and this is like free tips. And this is what I said about building the relationship and trust, right? So to build the relationship and trust, first we have to be useful. We have to prove ourselves that we can actually give you good content which helps you. So even if they are not buying from you, we are giving away good content. So people will be entering their name and email ID here, or if they don't enter it here, if they close it, you can see that there is a notification bar here, and if you click on this particular link, where it will go is that it will go to a landing page, and here in this landing page you can see there is a name and email ID form here. So this is a typical landing page, and once they enter the name and email ID and sign up, they will again start receiving the tips that I was talking about. And inside each and every article you can see that there is a call to action, and here if you click on this call to action, again you will land on the same landing page. But once they go into the landing page, so what I recommend you to do that, if you want to kind of spy on us, if you want to discover how we actually do the selling, go ahead and enter your name and email ID here, and once you enter the name and email ID, you will start receiving emails for the next 7 to 14 days. And each of these email will be linking to ssbstudy.com is where we have the landing page, and this is where we are selling the actual information product here. So here you can see there is a long form landing page explaining the benefits, and here you can see an order now button, and if someone clicks on the order now button, they will be going to this page where they can actually make a payment. So they can click on this and make a payment via credit card, debit card or net banking, and once the payment is done, they will start getting the courses online itself, and there is also some offline books that we send to their address. So this is how the entire sales process for Mabel Journey happens, and this is completely using inbound marketing. And here we don't have some salesperson who calls up people and tries to sell them this product, right? You can see that we don't collect the phone number of the people who want to sign up for this. Here you can see we are collecting only name and email IDs. Only follow-up emails are sent here, and you can also see that there is no phone number listed on this website. Absolutely no way to for the people to contact, right? And as I said, there is a misconception among a lot of people that people won't buy if they don't talk to you. People won't buy if they don't think you are a big brand, right? But here we are selling a coaching program for 1,995, and this is not a very big website. Of course, I will show you some sales statistics as well. So back to the presentation screen. So here you can see that this is what we do, right? We drive discovery via YouTube, blog, search engine and social media. So this is basically traffic. And then there is lead generation happening via pop-ups, landing pages. And then we send follow-up emails, a bunch of follow-up emails which goes via drip marketing. And then there is a redirection to sales page in each and every one of these mails that goes out. And then there is a closed transaction, right? So you can see that this is in the past 6 months to 1 year. We have sold up to 1 lakh, up to 120 units sold. Some sales come via offline as well. They send checks to us, but you can see that 1,48,000 sales has been made, and you can see all these people buying these products for 1,995, 995, 1,995, and each of these sales happen completely automatic. Completely automatically and completely effortlessly. So someone actually shelling out 1,995 rupees is not a simple thing, right? Especially in India, and these are not high-end customers. These are students who want to learn more about SSB interviews, and they want to learn more how to crack the SSB interview. So they are shelling out 1,995. How do they do it? Even without talking to someone, there is no phone number listed on the site. There is a very good chance that we could be a scam website, and there is a very good chance that these guys could actually lose the payment made. But they are very comfortably making the payment, very happily making the payment. That's because the relationship and trust has been built using the drip marketing sequence, right? So how exactly to send drip marketing? I will show you some tools. Before we get on to the examples and the tools that I use, we will also look at another example. Completely different market, completely different product. Now that I showed you selling training online, there are lots of people who sell online training via this method. effortlessly, right? Automatically, the traffic just keeps coming in. So they just focus on their customers who pay. They just focus on trying to give more value by writing more content. This is how the entire thing goes. Lots of training and information products get sold this way. So I will go to a completely different example, selling real estate. So who would have thought about selling real estate using inbound marketing? You would have seen wherever you are right now, you know that there is a huge real estate boom. People are advertising on TV, they are advertising on billboards, they are conducting events. All types of marketing is going on. But there is one company in Bangalore who is doing inbound marketing very well. So what they are doing is that they are driving discovery via Google and Facebook ads. So they advertise on Google and Facebook ads, and people come to their landing pages. They do lead generation via the landing pages. Then they do follow-up emails and phone calls to the people who have shown interest in their property. The people who do follow-up phone calls, what they do is that they site visit scheduling is done. They ask them when is a free time that they can go for a model flat visit or a plot visit, right? And then once that is done, then there are field sales people who take over it. Then there is site visit, and once the site visit is done, the sales people will follow up and close the transaction, right? So I will show you again. Let's get back to the live screen. I will show you Vakil Housing. So you can see vakilhousing.com. This is the official website of theirs, just like a typical corporate website. But even here you can see that they are collecting name and email IDs, right? They are giving away some free information for home buyers. You can see that they have different projects running on, and each of these projects is advertised on a separate landing page, right? Then they have some testimonials as well. They are doing blogging and content marketing where they are generating some leads apart from Facebook and Google ads. And let's go ahead and look at one of their landing pages, right? So here you can see they even have an exit pop-up, and they are giving away a free guide for people who visit their website. So let's see. This is a landing page. So landing page for this project called Vakil Encasa, and here you can see that they have listed the benefits and features of their project, and first name, phone number, email, and what would be a good time to talk, and someone could download the brochure and price list via here. And you can see that this is a landing page with some features listed. They have a video tour on which you can look the entire site on video. You have some testimonials as well, right? And there are some, there is another call to action here which you click goes back to the landing page, right? So this form, once you do, the lead generation part happens, right? So what happens once the lead is generated, right? So since this happens over a period of time, what I have done is that I have taken a screenshot of the follow-up mails that they do. So here, this is the follow-up mails from Vakil Housing. So here you can see that I inquired for this project called Vakil Marigold, and once I signed up, so you can see that I have signed up for this particular landing page on August 7th. And once I signed up, they have sent me an email with frequently asked questions about Vakil Marigold. Then there was a person who called me, and these automatic emails are coming from Dinesh, which is follow-up emails. But then there is this girl Fatima who has called me, and she told me, I want to give you further details. I will send you the brochure via email attachment. So here you can see the attachment. So look at the sequence of mails here. So August 7th, the first mail comes. Then she calls me and she schedules a site visit. She also gives me the brochure. So this is happening on August 10th. And then August 13th, there is a follow-up mail. August 16th, there is a follow-up mail. August 19th, there is a follow-up mail. And again, there is a August 20th, there is follow-up mail. And all these follow-up mails are not just about their project. It's not just about selling their product. Go ahead and look at the subjects here. See, so this is about their product. Listen what these home buyers have to say. This is basically testimonials. But here they have given some free content which is useful for a home buyer like me, right? So rent versus EMI, which is better? It is worth every rupee, whether investing in this project is worth your rupee or not. And here they have given some insights about the legal troubles that people who buy houses will face, or people who are facing such legal troubles. So every home buyer's worst nightmare. So here you can see that every home buyer has some objections. What if I land into some legal troubles if I buy a house from this particular builder? So here they are actually removing the objections and also trying to build relationship and trust. And because there are some useful emails coming from this people, I have still not unsubscribed, right? So I am still considering whether to invest in this particular project or not, but I am still considering it. Right? So back to our landing page. So here you can see that they are also doing content marketing. They are trying to generate more subscribers with 5-part email series, giving more information about home buying, right? So here you can see a landing page. They are trying to collect name and email ID, right? So now that I have shown you that there is a possibility to actually sell effortlessly, right? That's the topic of this entire presentation, how to sell effortlessly. I've told you that sales need not be always pushy, sales need not be always difficult, right? I've shown you an analogy where I showed you the guy who is trying to sell himself and another guy who is trying to build a relationship and trust with a potential mate. And that is an analogy how a relationship can be built. Then I have shown you the different steps that can be done, and I have also shown you 2 examples of effortless sales that is being made, right? So even here you can see that nobody is being pushy, nobody is trying to actually con someone into buying. So people who discover this project, people who understand more about this particular real estate project, they are really excited. And you can also see there is an exit pop-up which is coming here, right? So exit pop-up is basically for people who visit the landing page but don't give out their contact information. They are going away anyway. So here they are giving this 7-part email series again, and just the name and email ID. So just to keep these people engaged and build a relationship with them, right? And once a relationship is built with them, so here they are not asking for phone number. So here the conversions will go up, just the name and email ID, right? So now that you have also seen some examples, right? These examples clearly demonstrate that there is a better way to sell, and a lot of people don't know about this better way. And with this better way, you can sell effortlessly, and sales can actually be just like going down a water slide. It can be easy. You just need to focus on developing good products and services. Now that I have shown you everything, what I would like to do next is show you some of the tools that are available, right? So tools for discovery, right? Tools for discovery would be AdWords. So you know everybody knows about Google AdWords. So you can either note it down or you will get a recording of this presentation, so you would be able to review it again. So Google AdWords is basically if you want to advertise on Google. I hope many of you would have seen, right? So if I am searching for Vakil housing, you can see there is an ad running here. So this is basically Google ads. You know Facebook ads, everybody would have seen Facebook ads. You just need to create a Facebook ad account. You can drive discovery like that. You can do sponsored reviews as well. So when I was working for InstaMojo, you can see that let's say InstaMojo review. So we have done a lot of sponsored posts in different leading tech blogs. So you can see to promote InstaMojo, what we basically did was we contacted lots of bloggers and we tried to convince them to actually write about us. Some bloggers wrote about us for free. Some bloggers actually did a sponsored post where we paid them. So if I search for InstaMojo review, you can see that bloggers ideas. This is my own blog. Many of you would have known about this site called track.in. It is pretty famous. Track.in posted a review about us. Lots of blogs have posted reviews, and this is another way, sponsored reviews or another way to drive awareness about your product. YouTube ads, right? You would have seen a lot of YouTube ads. You can do YouTube advertising, drive awareness and attention to your product. Blog comments, solo email ads. So that's all about just the advertising part. But what would you do with this advertising, right? So you need to go and channel this traffic to a landing page. So where can you create landing pages? So once you create landing pages, you can collect name and email ID using landing pages. So you have some tools like unbounce.com. So basically unbounce.com is another landing page tool. Instapage is a landing page tool where you can create beautiful landing pages. No need of any technical skills or coding skills. You can directly go ahead and start deploying landing pages, just a drag and drop. And just like Vakil Marigold, you can see that you can create landing pages like that. There is a software called optimizepress.com. If you are running WordPress website and if you want to create landing pages within WordPress, OptimizePress is a very good tool for creating landing pages, right? So here you can see this is a one-time charge of $97, and once you purchase this, you will be able to create as many landing pages that you want. So here you can see their page is creating sales page, converting landing pages, membership portals as well. And in some cases you would have seen,
to build a successful web business, you need.
So in some cases you would have seen a lot of, there will be a lot of, one second, let me just close this, yeah. There will be a lot of exit pop-ups. So there is a software called optinmonster.com. So if you search for Opt-in Monster, you will see that. So Opt-in Monster is basically the software which is used to create exit pop-ups. So you visit a website and you try to exit, and then they will be trying to convert you into a lead, right? So you will be able to enter name and email ID here. So here I am on their landing page, and you can see that once I try to exit, they are trying to capture the name and email ID here, right? So this is another way to generate leads. There is another software called Pop-up Domination. So it's 3:46 right now. I will wind over with the presentation in another 2 minutes, and then we will get on to the Q&A session. So this is pop-up domination. Again, pop-up domination is another way to generate leads. You can see that pop-up domination, $97 one-time payment, and you will be able to use it on unlimited websites. And they also have exit pop-ups. Once you try to exit a website, this pop-up comes. You will be seeing a lot of different pop-ups in a lot of websites, right? So again, this is another way to generate leads. But what if after you generate leads, what after that? So you have to do email marketing, right? You have to send follow-up emails. So I will show you some tools for that. So you have this tool called madmimi.com. Mad is a tool to send follow-up emails. You have aweber.com. You can see aweber.com, again a paid tool. As soon as a user subscribes, so they will, you can set up a sequence of emails, right? So you can set up an email to go out immediately. You can set up another email to go out after 2 days, another email to go out another 2 days after that. And these tools will help you actually set up such kind of email sequence. So someone is signing up today, they will be engaged for the next 2 weeks if you set it up like that. Someone who is signing up after a week, from that point onwards, they will be getting these follow-up emails. So that is another way. MailChimp, many of you would have heard about MailChimp. MailChimp is also giving you drip marketing campaigns. So here if you go to features, you will be able to see subscriber profiles, automation and personalization. So basically you will be able to see a lot of automation tools here. GetResponse.com, another great email marketing tool to do the follow-up emails. And there is something called ActiveCampaign.com. ActiveCampaign will help you, and there is something called customer.io as well. So ActiveCampaign will help you send behavioral emails based on what they do. Customer.io is also helping you send behavioral emails. Like for example, depending on what action you took on a particular website, you will be able to send follow-up mails based on that. For example, if someone added a product to a cart and then they did not check out, you will be able to monitor that behavior and then send follow-up emails according to that. So most of these tools have free trial. I recommend you go and check it out. Some of the tools that we have discussed. So you have ActiveCampaign, you have GetResponse, you have MailChimp, you have Aweber, you have MadMimi, then you have pop-up tools and lead generation tools, right? Like Opt-in Monster. Then you have other landing page creation tools as well. If you are selling very high-end products, right? So for example, in the case of real estate, what you need to do is you have to make phone calls. Like for example, in the case of selling online training, we don't do any phone calls at all because it's a little bit of a low-priced product comparatively, and someone need not actually talk on the phone before purchasing, right? They are comfortable purchasing online. But this is Pipedrive, very good CRM. A lot of SaaS companies use this product called Pipedrive. If you want to make follow-up calls, and if you want to schedule follow-up calls in a dashboard and schedule tasks, activities, have multiple users, assign sales to multiple users, I recommend that you check out Pipedrive as well. So that's it. We have covered pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. Back to the presentation. So thanks a lot for going through the entire presentation. I hope you learned a lot today. I hope you found the analogies and examples interesting, and you could have you would have taken a note of all the tools that I described, or you can rerun the recording later and try out all the tools. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me. So I am sure that there will be a follow-up mail coming to you with my contact details as well. So that's it. Now we can go to the Q&A session. And over to Digital Vidya right now, Digital Vidya organizer. Can you please take it forward?
Yeah, sure. So I can see people, have started writing questions. Also, I would request anyone who has questions, please write down on the question panel. Right. So the first question is
Okay.
from Nimit. So he's saying, what is your email ID to get? Acha, okay, it's just navigated towards your email ID in terms of connections. All right. So Harsh is saying, uh, what if the reviews on a
So
business is
anyway,
not? Yeah. So, so the question is, Kostik is asking, what is the review of your business is not going good, right? And how would you suggest to revamp using the inbound marketing? Hello?
yeah, just going through the questions right now. I see Nimit's question, email ID to get connected, and then I have question from Harsh. So Harsh, you are welcome, and thanks a lot for listening to the presentation. You can get in touch with me via email. So anybody who wants my email ID, that is mail@digitaldeepak.com, you can just shoot me an email, not a problem. Even if you have to wait for a little bit to get a reply, I will definitely reply. So I hope you got my email ID. So anyone can send me an email. Disha, you are asking all examples are related to B2C, how to target B2B customers. So I have plenty of examples for B2B as well, but because of the time constraint, I was able to show you only 2 examples here. But what you can do is that you can go ahead and Google yourself, do some research. I worked in a company called Exhotel. You can check out exhotel.in. So exhotel.in, I will just send it here. So in Exhotel, basically they do inbound marketing, they do inside sales, everything is done as I have explained here. So Amarjeet, you have a question, sir. You want to know if you are using multiple autoresponder service, how to connect them together. So you will not be able to use multiple autoresponder service because that would actually kind of mess up the flow. But what I can show you is that if you want to integrate different services, right? So if you go to instapage.com or if you go to unbounce.com, they will provide you automatic integrations with most of the email marketing services that are out there. So most of the email marketing services that I showed you, such as customer.io, GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, and Aweber, MailChimp. So these landing page tools will have integrations available. But if you don't have an integration available, either you can hire a coder and set up the integration, or what you can do is that you can use Zapier.com. You can note down this as well, Zapier.com. And Zapier.com will help you do integration between 2 different tools. So they have various different integrations. For example, you can integrate email and Dropbox. You can integrate Twitter and Slack, and lots of integrations are there. Some are free and some are paid. So you can see that MailChimp is there, and then you can see this form builder, Ufu is there, and then you will be able to see a lot of email marketing tools. See, Aweber is there, right? So this is how you can start integrating different tools with one another. So Varun, going on to Varun's question, if a retail brand does not own the section of sales funnel, sales happen through an online portal, how can you effectively leverage inbound marketing? So Varun, that is a very good question. The problem that I see in a lot of different organizations and businesses is that different people own different things. For example, in many organizations, sales and marketing do not talk to each other. But when you come to inbound marketing, right, when it comes to inbound marketing, the sales is also built into the marketing funnel itself. And here it becomes very difficult. It becomes kind of a war between salespeople and marketing people, and salespeople will complain that marketing is not generating good leads. And salespeople will be following up with these leads, and there will not be enough feedback sent to the marketing people. So what you have to do is that you have to do your own research on inbound marketing, and try to restructure the organization. Of course, if it is your own business, you will be able to restructure the organization very easily, now that you have seen some examples here. But if you are working somewhere, right, you need to convince your boss or whoever owns the company to kind of restructure the entire organization so that this entire funnel can be fit and both sales and marketing can come on the same road. So that's one thing. Any further questions you can email, we will move on to the next question.
Deepak, before going to
So Gaurav, you are asking how to
hello.
yeah.
Deepak, before going to second next question,
Not able to hear you properly.
is it better now, Deepak?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah, go ahead.
So before going to next question, I would like to launch a poll, and meanwhile you can take on the questions, right?
Sure, sure. Yeah, sure. So there will be a poll organized here. So please answer the poll. And while I answer the other questions, let's see. So if you are interested in taking an online course in digital marketing, there is an entire course about inbound marketing, and the inbound marketing module alone is for nearly 12 to 15 hours. And I am leading inbound marketing sessions at Digital Vidya as well, and I am a trainer with Digital Vidya as well. And if you want to learn more about inbound marketing, whatever you have learned today, if you want to actually learn more and actually start implementing, then you should have a look at the inbound marketing modules available at Digital Vidya. So there is an inbound marketing course separately, and there is inbound marketing module also available in the bigger course. If you contact Digital Vidya, they will be able to give you more information about it. So let's see some of the questions. So Varun, I hope I answered your question. Gaurav, you are asking how to increase YouTube views through inbound ways. So for example, if you are publishing a very good YouTube video, and if you have an email list of say 10,000 people, right? So after publishing this YouTube video, what you can do is that you can send a mail to all your existing subscribers that you have published this video, and even if some 500 to 1,000 people end up visiting, viewing that video, what will happen is that the rank of that video will start getting better. The more likes the video gets and more comments that the video gets, it will start becoming better. And because of that, it will rank better in the YouTube search as well as in Google search. And this will help you get more YouTube views, and this will also help you generate more inbound traffic and leads from the YouTube views, right? So I answered your question. So Bhaskar, you are having 7 years experience in conventional sales and marketing. How can I start my career in inbound marketing as a freelancer? So now that you have got started with inbound marketing, you have learned some things. If you want to really fast track your learning and actually get into a group of inbound marketing learners and executioners, you can join a inbound marketing training program. It could be from anyone. You can go ahead and search for it. Or what you can do is that, if you have plenty of time and if you can afford to actually spend this time in trying to learn it yourself, just go ahead and learn about inbound marketing. Just go ahead and search for inbound marketing, read all the articles that are available right there and start practicing it. I'm not saying that inbound marketing is the only way to do marketing. So you can have other channels of marketing open until inbound marketing takes up. But you can start experimenting with it. You can create a landing page. You can start generating some leads and try to give more information to the sales. Try to create a drip marketing campaign. And once you do this, right, you will start seeing the power of inbound marketing. That's how you get started. And then after that, you can start scaling up slowly, right? That's how you get started. So next question. So difference between traditional and effortless marketing. So Anju, effortless marketing, there is nothing called effortless marketing. So you have traditional marketing and inbound marketing, two different ways. But what I am saying is that the entire inbound marketing methodology that I told you is basically a way to do marketing and sales effortlessly. That's what I said. And you can go ahead and try to discover more about what is the difference. But traditional marketing is about trying to push customers to buy, trying to advertise. I think the analogy that I gave in the beginning of the seminar is a very clear difference between traditional and effortless marketing. So Preetham, thanks a lot. I hope you've learned a lot in this presentation. Definitely get in touch with me. So Madhavi, you are asking for a link to my blog. My blog link is digitaldeepak.com. I have wrote some articles about inbound marketing, and whatever I have discussed here, I have written it about in my blog. You can visit that as well.
It's 4 o'clock.
So Rakesh, you are saying how to deal with negative reviews and its impact on inbound marketing. So again, inbound marketing, when it comes to negative reviews, it can be considered as a double-edged sword. But as long as you really attend to your customers, do social media listening, and be really clear in the communication, right? What your product is about and how will it help them. If you do this, the chances of negative reviews are almost non-existent. Unless someone buys a product not knowing what it is, only then they will be dissatisfied and they will be actually leaving a negative review, right? But if you communicate upfront what exactly the product is about or how it will help them, then there will not be any negative reviews. And that's one of the good things about inbound marketing, right? You are not getting the wrong customers, you are getting the right customers, and you shouldn't really worry about negative reviews. So what else? So Anurag, you are a student and you want to start leveraging your knowledge of inbound marketing. You have completed Digital Vidya module as well. So Anurag, what I would recommend is to start practicing inbound marketing yourself. Now that selling online is very easy, what you have to do is that you can either go ahead and create a product yourself. It could be an information product, and this information product you can start selling using inbound marketing. Or you can start using inbound marketing for personal branding as well. Start collecting email IDs, start doing follow-up emails. You said you have completed a Digital Vidya module. Inside Digital Vidya, you would be able to see a project which is earn your first 100 rupees with blogging, right? Go ahead and do that project. Start building your own blog. Start developing a list of subscribers. And once you do that, that's how you get started with inbound marketing, right? So Madhavi, you are asking MadMemi, does it have integration with WordPress? It does not have an integration with WordPress, and you don't need one, because whatever the pop-up plugins that come in WordPress, right, whatever way that you use your WordPress traffic to generate leads, whether it's pop-ups or redirect to a landing page, these landing page tools and pop-up tools will have an integration with MadMemi. So Shaik, is there any signs that your inbound marketing strategy is ineffective at the initial stage? Shaik, I have not seen inbound marketing strategy to be ineffective. From what I have seen traditional marketing to be ineffective. Inbound marketing is effective always, every time, and I have seen this across multiple industries, from real estate to online learning, to selling cosmetics, to selling beauty products, to selling dietitian consultants are using inbound marketing to sell. The only difficulty that we will face in the beginning is that it will be difficult to generate a lot of leads using inbound marketing if you are just doing content marketing and blogging. As I showed you in the case study of Naval Journey, we don't do paid advertising for Naval Journey. What we do is that we only advertise it on YouTube. We put blog articles, we get traffic to blog articles, and we try to leverage that. But if you feel that going via free methods, like free content marketing methods, it's going to take some time to start getting traffic. So instead, what you can do, you can go ahead and advertise on Google, Facebook, wherever you can. But instead of just trying to advertise and expecting people to buy from you, drive that traffic to a landing page, generate leads, build relationship, and then start selling. So Lawrence, you are asking about OMCP certification. Yes, it is a very good industry standard certification. You will get prepared for OMCP certification, but what I would say is that that particular certification is not really necessary if you really want to get a really good job, right? So people will be looking at what you have done, and people will not be looking at what certificate do you have. So these training programs will definitely help you learn a lot, but what I would recommend is that start implementing. And even if you can't implement it in your own project, what you can do is that you can go ahead and help someone with inbound marketing, like a pro bono consultant, and then use that project in your resume to show people that you know inbound marketing. You just don't know inbound marketing, but you have actually done inbound marketing. So people hire consultants and employees for the results, not for the knowledge. Anybody can gain knowledge from the internet and books, but people hire people for results. So you need to show people that you can bring results, and that can be shown only when you have actually brought results for someone else before. I hope that answered your question. Yes, Lawrence, as I said, it's all the same. B2C, B2B, the selling process is the same. So Varun, you are saying that in the product retail space, many brands can't legally sell online. Yes, that is a problem, but that's really a different kind of problem. It's a problem with the regulations and the legal part of it, but that doesn't stop people from selling products via inbound marketing, right? You don't sell online. Instead, for example, real estate, nobody actually purchases real estate online itself. It actually ends up in an offline transaction, but the advertising, lead generation and the relationship part is built using the online medium, right? So next question, Harsh, you are saying that what is the ideal budget to start marketing, advertising on inbound marketing channels? That really depends on your business, and that really depends on the particular business in question. Certain businesses can afford to advertise, spend more on advertising, right? Because they will be able to, either they have an investment to advertise, or they are able to wait for a long time to start taking in the profit, taking out the profits, right? So if you have 10 lakhs to invest, I would ask you to start investing 10 lakhs in inbound marketing, but whether you are taking out the 10 lakhs within 1 month, or you are able to take out the 10 lakhs only in the next 5 years, and whether you can afford to do that is a question that you have to answer. So Prashant, you are asking what will I say in one line for inbound marketing. So in one line, if I have to explain inbound marketing is a way to pull in customers and sell your products effortlessly. That would be inbound marketing in one line. So Disha, you are asking about SMS marketing as a part of inbound marketing. As I said, you can do the follow-up messages via SMS. You can remind people, you can give away information. Yes, of course, you cannot give away a lot of information using SMS, but you can keep reminding people, right? Like for example, if you have scheduled, in the case of real estate, what they do is that if they have scheduled a site visit, they send reminders via SMS. That can be done. So Amarjit, again, how to design marketing funnels and how to research for niche. That is beyond the scope of this particular webinar, to be honest. There is an entire lesson on how to design marketing funnels, which you will learn in a proper training program, or you could go ahead and do the research yourself. So Varun, as I already said, in certain cases, you are asking that, if you have to work with Myntra or Jabong to sell, how can you leverage inbound marketing? In certain cases, in terms of commodity market or in terms of FMCG goods, mass market products, traditional marketing still works okay. But let's say Myntra and Jabong to sell, how will you leverage inbound marketing? So for example, if you purchase something on Amazon, Amazon will send you a follow-up email giving more information about the products related to the product that you have actually purchased. So that is a behavior-based mail, which is a part of inbound marketing, right? Of course, when it comes to big e-commerce webs, cannot apply the entire inbound marketing funnel as I have shown you here. But this presentation is more about understanding exactly how inbound marketing works and what is the possibility and some examples. But each and every business, the inbound marketing has to be done differently, and there are certain cases where inbound marketing is not really very powerful, the quality of sales or the effortless sales that you have you want to do. So next questions, Faisal, inbound marketing in a simple way. I'm sure that this entire presentation was about inbound marketing, right? So you would have understood about inbound marketing. So next question from Yogesh. Yogesh, I did not understand your question. You said while executing our product, we need to educate our customers about the product. Yes, we have to let them know about our faults of our product, so that will be beneficial from. That's really optional. Yes, in certain cases, if you talk about the cons of your product, that will also help you get the right customer. For example, if someone is purchasing the product for a particular reason, and if that particular feature is not available on your product, you better be upfront about it, because we are talking about effortless sales and we are talking about honest sales, right? We don't want to cheat customers. So they will be happy if they find out some cons and they will be moving away from your product. It's okay. So Gaurav, you are saying that you have data from a very small people, 300 to 400 people. You can actually improve that database by doing inbound marketing. So Kautak Sahni, you are asking another question. In India, there are many businesses that are not online. Let's say furniture shop. How would you suggest them to use inbound marketing? Please give some example. Using FB ads would not be a good way, as it might be that people from other state are clicking and this vendor cannot deliver there. So your question of inbound marketing for a furniture shop can be done. Yes, I have shown you real estate being promoted by inbound marketing, right? And you are saying that if you are running Facebook ads, what you can do is that in Facebook there is a targeting available. So if you are having a furniture shop in Bangalore, you can actually go ahead and target Bangalore, and you will be able to get clicks only from Bangalore. And this furniture shop can actually send follow-up emails about the advantages of their different products, and that would definitely work very well for this furniture product. I have shown you real estate, right? One of the there is no real estate company who actually does inbound marketing, and this company has actually proved that with even you can sell real estate, even real estate with inbound marketing. So let's check other questions. So Anirban, right now there is no such platform, but such platforms are coming up. Send me an email and I will reply you with more details of such platforms where digital marketers can interact. So Anju, you need this session offline. You will be sent a recording of this presentation. So any other questions? I think I have covered most of the questions.
I think all the questions has been covered, and I don't think people are.
Yeah, some questions are repetitive. Same questions has been given again, but yeah, so I think we are pretty much done. I hope the participants got a lot of value from this seminar. And so handing it over to you, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. In fact, we are very thankful to you for such a lovely presentation. A lot of questions got answered altogether, right? So
Thank
also we'll certainly share the recording with all the participants, right? And love to see you with another workshops as well, the webinars that we normally do.
you. Sure.
Sure. And thank you, everyone.
Okay, thanks a lot. Signing off.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. See you in another webinar.